This is the voice of disruption. Welcome to the Voice of Disruption. I'm Ken Rutkowski. Every show we bring you incredible people that are changing their lives because they're disrupting themselves, and we can learn from them how you can do it too. I appreciate you hanging out with us. You want to find out anything regarding the show, of course, voiceofdisruption.com. That's where you could just journey over and see what's going on. Today we'll talk about the idea of not being common, not being the same, not being normal. I know, you want to be out there. You want to be different. And the guests we have on today have certainly demonstrated that. From Simon Mainwaring, who found a way to get to the States and is helping brands to understand their purpose. Aasim Saied is, how about this? India here, and he will be, I believe, on the cover of Time magazine very soon. He is a disruptor when it comes to multiple technologies. You don't want to miss any of these magnificent interviews that we were able to capture. So again, Voice of Disruption. So this word common. Common means settling. It means being average. It's like getting a C on your report card. It means you are just there. You're just taking up space. We want to be uncommon. We want to be excellent. We want to rise above the noise. We all do. See, to be different, you need to be different. You can't be average. To disrupt yourself, you need to make an active agreement with yourself, and that is to step forward. See, in the Asian cultures, it's hard to lead because when you lead, that means you're out in front. And being in front, you might offend. And offend means you just can't do that. So in the Asian cultures, they walk in a straight line together. I want you to realize that you have to be out in front. You have to be in the lead. You have to take a step forward, which means is you're taking a stake in the chance that you might offend. It's okay to offend because what you're doing is you're moving forward. So here's the deal. I want you to understand what it takes to be different. A couple of easy things. First, I want you to stop entertaining and start educating. See, most of us, we play video games, we watch TV, we go to the movies. We're filling our brains with carbs. It's useless. You can't apply what you're learning by entertaining. Educate. Allow your brain to be open to new ideas. I love podcasts. I love going to conferences. I love reading. I commit to myself every day 5 hours of reading. Every day. And sure, it might get in the way of life at times, but I realize I could use that knowledge to do something better, greater. Next is habits. What's your morning and your evening habits? Something I learned from my father a long time ago. The first thing I do every day is make my bed. What? Well, I need to accomplish something. And if I start my day off with a finish, a win, it just sets the whole day moving forward. My habit is I need to win. I need to accomplish something. Making my bed. When I go into companies and I see they don't have things that are finished, I go, guys, people, make your bed. Get those things accomplished. Move forward. Next, at night, night's really important to think about the next day. What do you need to accomplish? What do you need to finish? You plan it while you're sleeping. Use the whole idea of your dreams to accomplish your task. I know it sounds crazy, but the idea of literally going to a dream state allows you to fix what you need to do the next day. And last, to me, is one of the most important, and that's fitness. It's health. So if you want to look at yourself as a machine, you got to take care of the body, the chassis, because the brain rides on top of it. And if you're not a healthy individual, you're going to be slow and lethargic. You got to stay in shape, be in shape. Remember that this machine of yours is what's going to propel you into the future. And if you're unhealthy, you're not going to achieve. So let's do it. Let's make sure we are constantly educating, we have great habits, we are in good shape, because the idea of hacking ourselves, because we're going to talk about growth hacking a little later on, is really simple. We have 4 different areas we could hack ourselves. First is our IQ. It's very hard to enhance your IQ. You kind of got your IQ, but there are certain things you can take to enhance your IQ. There's nutraceuticals, exercise is one of them, which I'll explain in a moment. So your IQ. Next is your EQ, your emotional quota, the way you associate with people. Get out there, feel uncomfortable around people so you can learn to be comfortable with people. Next is your MQ. This is your moral quota. You know, we could call it karma or whatever you want in that aspect, but make sure you're always doing what you want back in return. Treat people good, you get it right back. And last is your BQ. This is your body quota. You know, this is from your hand motions, your body language, the way you present yourself, and then also healthy self. You keep yourself in good shape, you make sure you're eating the right foods so you can get this machine moving forward. Those are the 4 Qs as I look at them. Your IQ, EQ, your MQ, and your BQ. By making sure all of them are in sync, you're actually hacking yourself to move forward. And that's one of the most important things, to take ourselves to the next level, to not be common, not be average, not settling for what's thrown at us, to make sure we are always moving forward. As someone that has certainly moved forward, moved over one of the biggest oceans to get here is Simon Mainwaring. Simon has worked with some of the biggest brands that range from, well, Toyota to Starbucks to even really big people in multiple industries. And we're gonna get to learn from him what it took to hack himself. So you don't wanna miss this. So let's start our show off with an Aussie. His name is Simon Mainwaring. When we come back, you are listening and being part of the Voice of Disruption. We'll be right back.